sit there, baby. Come and grab my body.
Hey guys, welcome to BrinaCreations. My name is Oge and I'm reaching from Abuja, Nigeria. I make videos on healthy living, great recipes, and how to achieve all of this on a budget. In today's video, I want to share with you the relevance or the importance of having first aid amenities or facilities around you. So my youngest daughter or my youngest baby, around 3 a.m. recently, just started crying. So in the bid to comfort her, I realized that she had very high fever, and immediately I got her from the bed and then took her to the kitchen, made hot chocolate for her, and then gave her ibuprofen. Usually, your first step to take is to togo sponge, and then if it doesn't help, you administer paracetamol or ibuprofen, and then after which you take to your hospital or take to the doctor. That's how it's usually done. But because at that moment I couldn't take the time to boil hot water, no, immediately I gave her the ibuprofen. I boiled hot water just in case, and then of course use my towel to use with warm water, right, to sponge. Now if you, under the circumstance, you don't use cold water, because if you use cold water, the body sends signal to the brain that the temperature is out there, and the brain will start to regulate and produce more heat. And if you use warm or hot water, it will make the body cold. So because the body has sensations that regulate our temperatures and everything. I made another video on this first aid treatment some time ago, but I just wanted to add a few more ideas to this, especially because when we got to the hospital around 8 a.m, because around 5 a.m. or so I started to prepare, and then we got to the hospital at about 8 a.m. When the hospital, the nurse was taking her vitals and then asked me what her temperature was at the particular time before I administered the ibuprofen. Unfortunately, I didn't have an answer for her. I made a video on my hospital bag. I had thermometer, but at this time battery had run out, so I didn't use it. I used to use it before, but I didn't use it at a particular time. So I told the nurse I couldn't get the temperature because I didn't have the thermometer. So she told me that next time I should try and use my thermometer to check the temperature, because this temperature helps the doctors to know exactly what the situation was before the administration of the table sponge or the pain reliever, which is paracetamol or ibuprofen, as the case may be. So I now decided to buy. Luckily for me, I was able to get one at that time, and this cost me 3,000 naira. And I encourage you guys to buy the same too. So what that's, by the way, after that, she asked what I did next. I told her I administered ibuprofen. She said very good, and that she feels disappointed with mothers who have children who do not have basic paracetamol in the house, just to administer in case of emergencies, which is what happened in my case. This is me telling you to please make these things available in the house. They are very well affordable and you can always get them. I'll make a different video showing you how to, or showing you how I set up my first aid box. And so don't forget to subscribe. If you've not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like this video, share with your friends, and then drop your comments below if you have any questions or suggestions, or just to compliment me, So that is what we did. I got the thermometer, and then we eventually saw a doctor, and then we administered treatment. One thing I noticed, another day I came to the hospital, in previous period I came to the hospital before that incident of my daughter, was that the woman was there running helter-skelter for her child, and it happened that her child had convulsion due to high fever. Now, there's a lot of complications that could arise from convulsion. So what we want to do is not to allow our child or ourselves get to that situation, and then we start to run around. Now, I know it may not be easy. You may not be with your child 100% of the time, but when you are around, just do these things. Just administer the paracetamol. Don't wait until you get to the hospital. You can administer the paracetamol or the pain reliever while you wait before you get there, and then you can always check the temperature and then give the doctor the feedback. High fever can result to convulsion, especially in children, and that convulsion can cause a lot of damage in the body, especially the brain. High fever, when the temperature is so high, can actually be cooking the body as well as the organs in the body. You know what I mean? It's like putting meat in hot water. You've already cooked it, even when you did not put it on fire directly. So that's what happens when you the body has very high temperatures. If you don't do anything to stop it at that time, it can actually result in more issues. And the direct one that could happen at that time is convulsion, which is like seizures in children and all that kind of foam coming from the mouth, jerkings and all that. So this woman had her baby who had convulsed and then rushed to the hospital afterwards. This baby was on oxygen because at that time, I think there were some complications that arose from it, and then they couldn't handle it at that time in the hospital, so they had to refer the child to National Hospital in Abuja. And they were talking about the cost of taking the baby in the ambulance from the hospital there to the National Hospital, and they were saying that it was going to cost about 70,000 naira per hour to go to the National Hospital. Ordinarily, it wouldn't take up to 1 hour to get to the National Hospital for that, because there was no hold up. It would take about 30 minutes or thereabout. But they were saying before the other doctor is able, the hospital is able to prepare the room and everything like that, it was going to probably exceed the 70,000 naira. And this was what they were negotiating. And even before the baby would be transferred to the National Hospital, the baby was already taking oxygen for while in the hospital. So these are things that the breath we take in or the oxygen we breathe in is something we take for granted most of the time. We don't really realize how these things help our lives and all of that. So this is me letting you know that we should be grateful, but we shouldn't take certain things for granted, including having basic paracetamol. I have first aid box in my house, and I have a couple of things I put in them to help maintain a healthy lifestyle, because it's one thing to try to live a healthy lifestyle by your diet. There are other things you can also do that your diet may not necessarily address, and this is why I'm here for you guys. So let me know if you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, don't forget to drop your comments below or ask your questions in the comment section. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and then share with your friends and loved ones. Subscribe if you have not subscribed at this point. I hope you find value in this video. I'll be seeing you next time. Until then, stay safe. Bye.